Hey Scavers, this is Imp from Black Talon Gaming, coming at you from Fallout 4, and today I'm coming at you with yet another top 3 list, and today we're going to be talking about shotguns. That's right, today's Imp list for top 3 shotgun mods that you can use in your regular or survival playthroughs. I've always liked shotguns because I feel that they fit a very special niche within the early game. As a early game player, especially in survival mode, you're incredibly fragile. You're like glass. Shotguns help to balance the situation, especially because you don't want to be melee against anything else, especially early on, unless you're really going for a hard playthrough where you just want to be melee and no weapons or no rifles only. So shotguns give you that extra punch power at close ranges, which increases your survivability, and that really lasts up until like your level 20s or so when you have a good decent set of armor. And even then, at that point, sure, the double barrel shotgun kind of fades away, but you can still find a use for the combat shotgun. And with a few shotgun mods, you can definitely expand upon that. Today, we're going to be looking at shotgun mods that are focused on replacing the double barrel and the combat shotgun. I will not be throwing in the shotgun mod from Wasteland Weaponry, or whatever it's called. No, Wasteland Arsenal, that's the one. I do use that primarily as my own personal shotgun, but of course y'all have seen that for a while now, so I want to go ahead and give y'all some new shotguns. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so the first mod, number 3 on the list, is going to be the IF88 by Shabadabadad. I don't know how to pronounce his name, it just seemed like a bunch of syllables crammed in there together, so I'm not going to worry about that anymore. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gun. And so the IF88 is going to be a replacement for the combat shotgun. You can add mods that make it fully automatic, armor piercing, automatic, powerful, etc., 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 etc. You can add different stocks. I saw 4 different stocks, and each one of them is visually distinct from the others. It's got 4 different barrels, each one of them visually distinct from the others. Right now I'm using a powerful stock, which gives it 114 damage, making it fairly effective against pretty much anything that you would come across. And I think that the barrel adds a lot more range to it than the standard combat shotgun does. I'm going to have to take a little bit more time and compare it, but overall, visually, the mod is stunning. It's not based on anything from real life that I can tell of. I think this is actually based on something from maybe Doom or something, but don't quote me on that. The gun is very fun. It uses a kind of a denser sounding version of the combat shotgun noise, but that's to be expected. So that is the IF88. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and proceed to the next weapon. Alright, so next up on the list, the number 2 mod on this list is going to be the M1014, which is of course based off of a service weapon that is currently serving around the world, but most notably in the United States of America. It's manufactured in Italy. It's used by service personnel of different MOSs, including my own. I was a 31 Bravo, so I had qualified on this weapon, specifically because I was on a corrections mission. But let's go ahead and take a look at the mod. So you have this kind of weird, actually not weird at all, but kind of a cool type of thing where previously, like if you look at the weapon externally, oh, don't tell me it froze. There we go. Did not mean to do that. Alright, so if you look at the weapon externally, come on. Alright, that's not what I'm meaning to do. Anyways, if you look at the weapon from the outside, you're going to see that it looks a little bit like chrome. Unfortunately, when you get closer, it kind of loses that chromish type of look. It does look very clean. There's another texture for it. I saw a number of receivers that you can put into this weapon. Had a total of, I think, 2 barrels, 4 stocks, 3 different bracket mounts for the front of it, and I think I saw something like 8 different types of sights that you can put on this thing. In terms of its damage potential, I saw the highest damage was on the advanced receiver at 117 points of damage, while still being, really high rate of fire and everything like that. And that's compared to 115 on the IF-88, but that 115 on the IF-88 was still 2 or 3 away from being the top tier receiver that you can get on the IF-88. So there's still some room to grow. I think the IF-88 would probably end up having a more powerful punch in the end. This weapon, though, is based on something that's real in the real world, and if that's your game, if that's the game you want to play, then it certainly could fit that role. But with that said, I think it's kind of a little bland, but that's just me personally. I mean, this is a real-world gun. I don't play games to shoot guns that I can find in real life. But still, it's a fun addition. It can be fun to goof around with. Anyhow, let's go ahead and go to the first weapon on the list. Alright guys, so the number 1 weapon on the list is a weapon that I took a closer look at about a week ago, and that is of course the Widow, what I thought was the Widow shotgun, or Widowmaker shotgun, but it's actually the Widow shotgun by Corvallo 1. You can find this on Nexus. I think it's also on the Bethesda site. And it's really cool because in order to find it in the game world, you have to follow a little set of instructions. He gives you a little map. There's actually a story behind this shotgun and its sort of archaic looking appearance. And it looks really, really awesome in terms of the attention to detail with the texture and how it kind of fits the idea of what went down to create the shotgun the way it looks. Like, there's a lot of attention to detail. It is 1 point less powerful than the M1014 on its strongest setting. However, it has a bunch of different ammo types and different special mods that can boost it up there even further. It's a really great mod. I'm really enjoying it so far. I've been using it a lot. Sometimes I just enjoy shooting in the air. Because do you hear like that extra bit of... like, kind of like there's this metallic resonance in the background. Yeah, like it sounds really, really awesome, and I like it a lot better than the vanilla shotgun sounds. But you know how stupid I am. Probably the mod author is gonna be like, "Yo, that's just the vanilla sounds, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And I'm gonna be like, "Well, derp." But anyways, it is still a great mod. I like it. I enjoyed it a lot. It looks fantastic. It keeps up pace with any of the other shotgun mods, and it's definitely in that range of a high-powered combat shotgun or what have you. So it's definitely usable. Go ahead and check it out on the Nexus. Anyhow, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and take a second of your time and leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you like this. I want to thank you for watching, and remember, as always, stay awesome.